Hey, good morning, everybody. It's good to be with you, and we are ready for another Everyday Getaway. Today we are headed off to the National D-Day Memorial, which is in Bedford, Virginia. It's just a 15-20 minute drive, and the National D-Day Memorial is there to celebrate and honor the valor, fidelity, and sacrifice of those Allied forces that landed on the beaches of Normandy, France, to try to liberate them from Nazi control, to begin what would end the World War II. And it is really a beautiful place. It is very much a place of respect, and we have visited many times with school system, and today we're just going to go and enjoy it on our own. I will tell you, ticket prices are cheaper if you purchase online. Our price for adult is $10 online. It's $12 if you purchase there. If you are a student, you can get online tickets for $6, $8 there. And if you are active or military or a veteran, the price online is $8, or if you purchase there, it's $10. So we look forward to seeing you in just a bit. So grab your coat and let's get going. Hey, before we get too far along on our trip, just want to take a moment and invite you to like, share, and subscribe. Hit that subscribe button and also hit that bell below, making sure that you get notified the next time we take a trip so you can go along with us. All right, so one of our faithful viewers, supporters, bought us some hats. They're Arctic hats, and they're supposed to keep your head really nice and cool in the hot sun. It's about 10:30 in the morning. It's about 83 degrees and the humidity is high today. These hats are supposed to keep your head 20 degrees cooler than what the temperature is outside, and there's a little place inside to pour some water. So we have a water bottle to pour some in, and it also is 99% UV protective, so it's supposed to keep all the harmful rays from getting in. So let's pour some water inside and let's see how this goes. Inside there's this little blue mesh. I'm going to pour some water in it, and this is what's supposed to keep your head 20 degrees cooler. So let's see. Ooh, that was cold water. All right, we will let you know how this goes, and at the end we'll give you a little bit of review on the Arctic hat. Thanks. The National D-Day Memorial is placed in Bedford highly because of the Bedford boys. And on June 6, 1944, when the troops entered into Normandy, there was the highest per capita of loss from this little town of Bedford. There were 44 soldiers from Bedford. They were in Company A of the 116th Infantry Regiment, the 29th Division. And we lost 20 of those soldiers on that first day. So we're in the English Garden, and it just honors all of those who helped plan and carry out the invasion. If you notice, as we get the camera panned over a little bit, there's a shield and some flowers that represents the same patch that those folks wore that planned the invasion. You can see a picture of that patch up in the on the cement across from the sword itself, and we'll take a picture of that closer. But all of the flowers represent the countries and the places that were part of it. And behind us, we'll look around, there's a statue of Dwight Eisenhower. And Dwight Eisenhower not only sent the troops off with a very powerful speech, but I've heard many times that not only did he do that, but spent some time just talking to these guys that he knew were, for many of them, would give an ultimate sacrifice. He asked them where they were from, what they did, and I think that's pretty special that part of what he did was just to get to know those boys and to send them off with a little bit of encouragement. And you see the tile work in the ceiling? That's just the map plan of the invasion done in tile work up there. This is one of the most powerful parts of the memorial itself. And we're just going to get closer and let you look and listen to the sounds. So this looks like a replica of a Higgins boat. It is a monument, but it's kind of a replica of a Higgins boat, which was what the men were packed into. And as you can see in the end, they dropped down those openings, and the men would just head out into the water, many of them carrying packs of 80 pounds or more. Some drowned before they reached the beaches. Others were met by fire when they reached the beaches. That's why we lost so many people. It's because they were in such an open spot. And those metal prongs are called dogs. The Germans had placed those in the water at high tide or medium tide. Those would kind of rip open the hulls of the boats, and just get a look at what those men went through as they got off of that Higgins boat and headed to the shore.
There were 12 countries involved in the invasion. And Tammy, can you tell us the countries? You don't have to tell them in order, but if you can tell us the countries, you know, what sort of flags, each of the flags are listed up and showing up above.
United States, United Kingdom, Canada, Belgium, Netherlands, Australia, Poland, Greece, France, Czechoslovakia, Norway, New Zealand.
And if we look on the back side, there are plaques that list all of the names of the soldiers that lost their lives during the invasion. On this side, it's the Allies. On the other side, it's the United States. There was a total of
4,414 troops or allies that died on that day. Notice in the Grand Plaza, the cement is divided into 5 sections. They represent the 5 landing beaches for the invasion itself, which includes Utah, Omaha, Cole, Juneau, and Sword. And the D-Day Memorial was dedicated on June 1st, and I think it was 2001, and this place was packed with chairs. President Bush did the dedication, and one of my sons and I came, and it was so hot that day. This place was just filled with people, and I was so impressed with the number of veterans who were here, many who were actually World War II vets who were in full uniform, and it was so hot, and those uniforms had to be so hot, but they just remained through everything in full uniform. I think such a testament to who those folks were and are. So this is an L3. It's a replica of a plane that may have been used on that D-Day invasion day. It's nicknamed the Grasshopper because it kind of looks like one there in the front. If you notice up under the wing, there are those 5 stripes. That's so if you were a soldier in an Allied force and you looked up, you knew which planes were ours and which planes were the enemy's. And if we scan over to the Operation Overlord Monument, Operation Overlord was the name of the invasion itself. You'll notice those same 5 stripes above it, just representing the Allied forces.
This is the Gold Star Family Memorial. It's in honor of those families who lost members. And there's a nice little garden back here. It's a great place to sit down and just kind of think about D-Day and all that these families went through, all their sacrifices. I'm not going to talk through this section because of the water and it's quite loud. I'm just going to take a few pictures so that you can kind of look at the memorial itself. This here is an anchor that is temporarily here, and it pays tribute to the Allied Naval, Coastal Guard, and Merchant Sea Forces of the D-Day. It is normally in Newport News, Virginia. And there's a naval bell on the back side. And the bell pays tribute to the United States Coast Guard.
This is the National D-Day Memorial emblem, and the signatures on that crest are just a tribute to the valor, fidelity, and sacrifice of the Allied forces on D-Day, June 6, 1944, and a reminder here as a statue of just what we suffered. Again, we would just like to take a moment to thank all of our troops, all of our families who have had folks who have lost their lives, all those who have sacrificed, and all those who are still today giving their lives to serve our country.
Here's a closer view of the flags of the 12 countries that Tammy told us about a couple of minutes ago. And it also lists on the bottom the beaches. We had Utah, Omaha, Gold, Juneau, and Sword.
This is the Poppy Peace Garden. It's been placed here to remember the 75th anniversary to the end of World War II. And there are thousands of poppies that are planted here, and they are in memory of all fallen military service members, veterans, first responders, and frontline workers. Again, we just give our thanks.
The D-Day Memorial is a great place to bring your family or bring a school field trip. They do have a picnic area, so you can have picnics out here. This here is used for classes if you bring a field trip and they come and they do demonstrations and just kind of talk to you about D-Day. It's a nice place to kind of get out of the sun. They also have a gift shop that you can go to and visit and get something to remember your time here.
Hey, teacher friends. This is a memory for all of you that have ever brought a class here. This is where you can purchase those little clickers called the Cricket, where the Allied forces would communicate with each other by clicking, where students use on the bus all the way home.
And the third building down there is where they take you into. It's nice and cool and air conditioned, and they have dress up time, and they dress up a couple of students as soldiers and talk about the life of a soldier. Well, we had a great time here today at the D-Day Memorial. We hope that you enjoyed the video and hope that you come out and visit and check it out for yourself. Hey Tammy, how did you like your hat? I really liked mine today. How did yours keep yourself cooler?
It did. I did put water in it a second time, but it has definitely kept my head cool. I'm hot in general, but my head has done really well. So thanks again, Ange, for that. And thank you guys for visiting with us and being with us today on our trip. Take care, and take care of yourself and take care of others. Bye-bye. On the way home, we stopped at the Field of Honor, which is put on by the Rotary Club of Forest. And it's just hundreds of flags honoring our veterans, active military, and all first responders. So as Doug pans around, just taking to view all of these people, all of these flags representing all of these folks who serve and defend us.